Well, good morning. Join me this morning. Back on the ooze. It's the last day of August. Hard to believe it's August the 31st already. I've got a fish that started to make a beeline for some weeds. Yeah, it's hard to believe it's August the 31st already. There we go. Nice fish to start the day off. Nice fish to start the day off. Look at his gills going. Like a little phone. But yeah, lovely fish. Caught in the corn. Fishing by Brown's farm. I've come out and fished the feeder. But I've also, a little bit different, I've also set the whip up today. There's been one or two, there's a lot of fish sort of been showing close in, topping, round and about just lately. In this area, even though you've got some weed in front of you, it does drop off quite quick. So sort of round about 6 metres, you're in a decent depth of water on the top of that first shelf. But like I say, I'm going to start the feeder. 15 big feederfuls out, then put some corn, castor, dead maggot out over the top, then I set the whip up, and I've probably been fishing about half hour or so, something like that, and I've had one or two sort of small indications. I've just had a little drop back bite there, resulted in that fish. So fishing cadence 12 foot number 2. I've got that matched with a CS10 4000 reel. It's got 5 pound main line and a 6 pound shocker. Both the lines being the DH Angling Pro feeder. Got normal twizzled loop, normal setup that I use. Ounce Nisa feeder. And I've got 013. And I've got size 16 Preston N30 hook, I think it is. Yeah, N30. So I'm fishing quite positive. Fishing the corn. Was just lately sort of worm, maggot. Bit of a job getting through the small fish. And I know from when I fished here the other week, there's a lot of rudd in this area, which can intercept on the way through. So I'll just cast this back out. Chilly this morning, got the old hoodie on. I'm fishing 3 parts the way across the river. Probably in about 18, 19 foot of water. Just tighten that up. Yeah, so I'm fishing about 18, 19 foot of water. Grain bait I'm using today. Just tighten that up. Grain bait I'm using today is Bait Tech Max Feeder, and also some Pro Natural Bream Dark. So it's a nice sort of dark olive green sort of mix. Water's still quite clear. so it should blend into the bottom lovely. I've got some casters, dead maggot, got some corn, and I've also got some hemp by the side of me, along with some worms. Like I say, I've also set the whip up, which is Cadence CP 200. It comes with standard at 9.5 meters. I've got this sort of set. I'll be fishing about 5.5, 6 meters to hand. I've got 7.5 meter extension in the car. Then the 9 meter extensions at home. Don't need that today. I've got this rigged up with a 2.5 gram float. So we're going 2.5 gram Dino Champion float. I've just got a 2 gram Olivet, which is trapped in place with 2 number 8s. I've got 4 number 9 droppers, and I've got a short 6-inch hook length down to a Preston size 16 PR 344. I've got 013 mainline, and I've got 011 bottom. So like I say, that's for a bit later on. I've put in 5 balls of ground bait on the whip line, which has got some caster, corn and dead maggot in, and I'm just loose feeding some corn and the odd bit of hemp over the top. So I've got some hemp, which is the Baytech hemp. I've got some nice big grains there, so I want to fish the hemp later on. I can. I'm say all I'm doing while I'm sat fishing the feeder, just sort of getting about a dozen grains and throwing them on the line that I want to fish. I'm gonna stay on the feeder probably for about an hour or so. So put a fair amount of bait out. So I've had that fish there. Hopefully there might be 1 or 2 more about, because they're nice chunky fish to catch. So I fished this swim before. Like I say, I'm fishing about 3 parts the way over, then down on the whip line, saw fish in there. So hopefully, like I say, we can pick up 1 or 2 skimmers on this. Then we'll prime in that line up, get on it in a bit, and just see if we can't catch some roach, maybe some skimmers, odd hybrids. So it drops off nicely, so it's nice depth. I'll start on the corn when I do it. Hopefully might get 1 or 2 fish. Tad chilly this morning, even though that sun's out. I think last week everybody was basking sort of in 30-degree temperatures. When I was on the way down this morning, that was 12 degrees. So it's definite shock to the old system, that's for sure. There's 1 or 2 more anglers about. There's a couple fishing down by the wires, and there's a couple of people round the corner towards the railway bridge in the Wissy mouth. So it's nice to see plenty of anglers on the bank on the river. There's a lot of anglers starting to come back now. Known a time when even this time of the year you can come along here and you won't even see a soul. So hopefully, come the winter time, there'll still be the same amount on the bank. Normally there's only 1 or 2, but it's really nice to see the amount of people out this year, not just here but also further down Littleport and also on Ely Beach. So the whole system is seeing plenty of anglers. There's plenty of fish around, and the more bait that goes in, the better it will fish. So it's looking pretty good at the moment. Again, a lot of little tiny indications where the tip's just moving a little tiny bit like that, and it will tap a little bit. Say, not very positive at the moment. Hopefully there's been one or two fish sort of on the top. I have seen a couple of bream roll. So keep the old cloud cover about with a bit of luck, and you never know, old snotty slab might put in an appearance. See how we get on, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Well, no more fish were forthcoming other than a small skimmer on the feeder. So what I'm actually doing now is putting a bit of bait out. Yeah, I'm going to have a go on the whip. So I'm just going to put 3 big feeder falls out. That's number 3. And I'm actually going to put 2 basket feeders out full of dead maggot and castor. Keep a little bit of feed going in on the whip. Sort of been feeding corn, feeding hemp, so I'm actually going to start on the hemp. So I've been feeding it now for a good hour and a half or so. So I'll just put a little bit of loose feed out there now, if you like. So I'm going to fill that full of casters and plug it off with some ground bait. Trickling in on that line. What I've actually done is sort of plumbed it up and I've took a section off, so I'm actually going to be fishing 5 metres to hand. On the CP200 whip system, the top 5 is actually telescopic. Load of dead maggot going in now. How we go on with him? To one side. Right then. What I like to do with the hemp is actually just puncture the what would be the flat end. Put another hole in it, put a hook punch go through. Try and find it. There we go. So all I've actually done, sort of through the flat end, and just pinned it, if you like. What I'll try and do is get another piece ready. fiddly, but right, let's see. Small indication there. Could have been bottom actually, might need to shallow up a bit. Dip the tip under the water, just pull it back to yourself just to sink the line. Pump that one. About a dozen grains of hemp. There's a fish. Roach. Lovely. Sometimes as well, if you're careful, you can sometimes unhook the fish. Keep the bit of hemp on, but not this time. So I don't do a lot of hemp fishing anymore. A little bit rusty. To say the least. Bites. Let's get another one ready. I'm actually not fishing far out. Fish. What did Daddy teach you? Don't strike at the lightning fast bites. Want the slow sink away bites like that, and still missed it. It doesn't need a lot. now had 2 or 3 fish on the same grain of hemp. Like I say, it's ideal if you can get it pinned that way. Everybody has their own way of doing it. Keep a few bits going in. I'm not going to neglect that feeder line. I've put that bait in. Thing is with roaches, well, in deep water, you've got to keep an eye on, because they'll actually, especially over here, hemp fishing in general, they will actually come up off the bottom and feed where they want to feed. So like I say, I'm probably fishing 13 foot deep. I'm well prepared to shallow up probably 10, maybe even 8 foot. I'm getting a lot of indications as soon as I put some feed in. There's a fair few fish topping. Little roach on the hemp. Lively little roach on the hemp. Come in. And there we go. So I'm gonna get my head down, see if I can catch 1 or 2 of these. Sort of give it half hour, 45 minutes. Then I'll have a go back on the feeder, all the while keeping this line primed. So, see if we can get 1 or 2 now. Cheers! Just skimmer. Don't just catch roach on the hemp. Those are probably the bites that have been missing, I would have thought. Actually feeding a little bit closer as well now. So the closer you can get them now, better with a bit of luck. ourselves. Come here, my little booty, where are you? Where you go? Better. That's a lovely roach, that is. Beautiful roach on the hemp. Not going to swing this one. Lovely fish. from the head. Again, a bite chub. Absolutely lovely. And who says roach don't like fish meal? These are absolutely lapping it up. Lovely fish. From about 3 ounces, pour it a push, all like peas in a pod. Well, it's been a lovely morning yet again. Glorious sunshine. Nice breeze blowing. Caught some skimmers on the feeder. 1 or 2 hybrids. And some roach. All the time been on the feeder, just sort of loose feeding hemp. And now I'm fishing about 3.5 foot off the bottom. I've been catching 1 or 2 roach. Missed a lot of bites, but it's been very, very enjoyable. Say there's been a few anglers on the bank today. There's been odd bream caught further along, I think early this morning, but as it's gone on, the sort of feeder line dried up. But when you're catching roach like that, you ain't gonna grumble. So like I say, it's been very nice to do something different. Don't do it enough really. So yeah, catching roach that sort of size on a hemp, very, very enjoyable. So until next time, I'll catch you next time on the bank. Oosh!